How's it going? We're doing mods in video games today. So this is going to be a brief history. Then we're going to look at the 12 best mods according to Kokoda, and then how online communities are changing video games to make them better, weirder, and much more wonderful. So modding games is one of the most vibrant scenes in the world of PC gaming, with a rich history of great games that have been tweaked, improved, and I'm going to try and measure them. To put things in perspective and get a grasp on how huge modding has become, let's first take a look at the numbers. By far the most modded game is Elder Scrolls Skyrim. The Bethesda software visitors to nexusmods.com can download a staggering 45,588 mod files, which is no small reason why Skyrim sales remain so strong for a game released more than 5 years ago. Some observers expect Fallout 4 could eclipse Skyrim's success, released over 3 months ago. So this is an older article as well. Sorry. Fallout 4 could eclipse Skyrim's success, released just over 3 months ago. Fallout 4 already has more than 7,000 available mods, and this number is expected to skyrocket when the highly anticipated Creation Kit gets released. This article is a little bit old. Fallout 4 was released a few years ago, or two or 3 years ago. So the origin of the modding scene in games, and influential PC gaming mods that kicked off the platform. So the first popular mods was a parody on the original Castle Wolfenstein on the Apple II. It was called Smurfenstein. It replaced Nazis in the game with Smurfs as. Fast forward a decade or so, then you've got games like Doom, the classic first person shooter. The founders of ID Software, Tom Hall and Jack Kamrick, were aware of the fans of the previous games, Wolfenstein 3D, had attempts to make their own modification of the game. As a result, they decided to package Doom's maps, sprites, and textures into WAD file. For trivia fans, it's where's all the data? Yeah. Then you've got your Half-Life mods. So, players and developers is a Half-Life creator, Valve Software, the first major studio to regularly hire the best modded developers and the most talented level designers from the community to work on official titles. So this is where you got Counter-Strike from. So in 1998, Valve released the groundbreaking first-person shooter Half-Life. 2 years later, an individual coder, Min Lee, modded the base of the game model and the theme of terrorism and counter-terrorism in Counter-Strike. Players are able to join the game, enter as part of the terrorist faction or the counter-terrorist faction, and then face off in battle. Injectors were to battle and depend on the map chosen included a bomb defusal or hostage rescue scenarios. And even today, you've got Counter-Strike Global Offense, which is the newer updated version. Which, there you go. So this is the Global Offense trailer here. There are more than 650,000 people battling away in the mod's latest incarnation. Yeah, so 650,000 people still playing at least Global Offense. And it went from
rated M for mature
Half-Life to this. Yeah, that's. Like I said, the original Team Fortress was derived from Quake in the 1990s. Some of the original classic mods in the early 1990s included such gems as Justin Fisher's Total Conversion mod for Doom, called Aliens TC. The incredibly popular Team Fortress, which is now Team Fortress 2, which still gets played frequently. And that was modded from Quake. Chaotic Chaotic Dream Group's Chaos Deathmatch remix of Quake 2, um, and then the multiplayer shooter Counter Strike. Um, yeah, you've got all your Skyrim mods, and Falska seems to be the most popular. It takes Skyrim players to an entirely new land and is roughly a third of the size of the base game, with 30 hours of additional gameplay, 26 new quests, plenty of fully voiced new characters to interact with, along with new weapons, armor, books, recipes. Oh, and there's an original soundtrack to boot. Um, so yeah, Skyrim's kind of one of the biggest modded games there is. What else you got? Grand Theft Auto 5 now has you can play online. You can do police mods, stuff like that. And you can play like Cops vs Robbers, which has become a really popular game mode. And then you've got games become self-sustaining like Minecraft, for example, whose sandbox premise is entirely built on the creativity and modifying environments. Has spawned countless fan-made mods. Players are using incredibly innovative methods to manipulate the game, crew buildings, blocks to create new maps, and features elements of combat, puzzle solving, platforming, and a number of other familiar gaming genres. One particularly stunning Minecraft mod is the complete reincarnation of Nintendo's Luigi's Mansion. You got games like Rust, that's Team Fortress 2, or that's Gary's mod, but they're Team Fortress 2 models. Yeah, like most of these like free to play. So Team Fortress 2 is a free to play game. Very similar on the same idea of Counter Strike, but a lot less realistic. It's a lot more unrealistic and a lot more fast paced. But like from this, you've got people have made fan made shorts like this.
Back off, you crazy bitch!
Please give me huggy wuggies. Ooh,
What the fuck are you saying?
Ounces on you.
How could this happen to me? Made my mistakes, got nowhere to go.
Stop there. X3. What's this? Oh, whoa. Notices your bulge. Let's have a little look-see here.
I wish I stayed home and played the new Call of Duty. This is so not cash money!
Yeah, so that's a thing. But it's all derived from like these modded games. Now for the actual for the 12 verse mods from Kotaku, there you go, Kotaku. And this was in 2013, so there's been a lot more mods created since then. Black Mesa, which made what is it? Those who've heard how awesome Half-Life is, but could never get into the original game due to its iniquity. Not for those who want an or I never. It just pretty much makes the game a lot harder. DayZ, which is one I play. It was originally derived from Arma 2, and then it was it? Yeah, so 2000. Yeah, it was originally from Arma 2, and then it got its standalone game just recently released. I think in the last year, it's been recently released, but it was originally a mod from Arma 2 and the Arma series. Historia, which was a Galactica mod, Battlestar Galactica games,